What if you could call upon a legendary beast to fight by your side? In the world of Naruto, the summoning jutsu is one of the most versatile and powerful tools a shinobi can have. From giant toads to divine statues, from the snakes that slither in the dark to the slugs that heal armies, these creatures have turned the tide of the most epic battles. Today, we're not just looking at the strong, we're ranking the top 12 most powerful summons in the entire Naruto series. We're judging them on their raw power, unique abilities, and legendary feats. Make sure to watch till the end, because our number one pick is a force of nature that literally reshaped the entire world. But how does it actually work? Before we count down the 12 strongest summons, let's break down the rules of this incredible ability. First, you need a contract. This isn't a simple handshake. It's a sacred, blood-binding agreement with a specific animal clan or species. Think of Jiraiya and Naruto signing the Toad Scroll with their own blood, or Orochimaru bearing the tattoo for his snakes. Second, you need blood. The user must draw their own blood, usually by biting their thumb, to act as a catalyst and an offering. This blood is the key that unlocks the portal. Finally, you channel a massive amount of chakra through your hands into the ground, using the blood as a focal point to open a gateway and pull your ally onto the battlefield. Now that you know the how, the real question is, who can you summon? Toad, snake, turtle, bird, dog, or something far more dangerous? So today, we begin our journey through the top summons in Naruto. Let's begin the countdown. Kicking off our list at number 12 are the wise and deceptively powerful leaders of Mount Myoboku, the twin great toad sages, Shima and Fukasaku, redefine power, proving it isn't always about scale but sublime mastery. Their legacy was cemented in tragedy during Jiraiya's final stand against Pain in the Hidden Rain village. Summoned as a last resort, they weren't frontline brawlers but the key to unlocking the ultimate strategic weapon, perfect sage mode. By fusing onto Jiraiya's shoulders, they became living conduits, balancing natural energy and guiding his movements with centuries of combat wisdom. Their true, game-changing power, however, was the sage art, Frog Song. This wasn't a conventional genjutsu, it was a sensory assault, a symphony of paralysis that required no eye contact or seals, only time to prepare. Its success was staggering, completely immobilizing the Rinnegan-wielding Pain, a foe who had effortlessly dismantled all other defenses. In a battle of gods, these humble sages delivered a near victory through sheer, refined skill, demonstrating that the most precise application of force can overcome overwhelming power. At number 11, we have a summon whose power is a literal nightmare to deal with. The multi-headed dog of Pain's animal path is a nightmare given form, a creature that perverts the very logic of combat. Unleashed during the destruction of Konoha, its purpose was simple: to overwhelm and terrify. Facing elite Sannin like Master Jiraiya, it revealed its horrifying ability, amplification. Every physical attack, every slash and explosion only made it stronger, causing it to multiply exponentially. It turned coordinated defense into a futile exercise, flooding the battlefield with an endless tide of regenerating fangs and fury. Its power was absolute in its domain. You couldn't fight it, you could only feed it. Defeating it required not combat, but utter annihilation. It was only erased when Itachi Uchiha's Amaterasu, a flame that burns until nothing remains, denied it the damage it thrived upon. The multi-headed dog stands as a chilling lesson in fighting an enemy for whom your greatest efforts are its strongest fuel. Claiming the number 10 spot is Danzo's unique summon, the Baku. Baku remains tragically underestimated, often due to its association with the controversial Danzo Shimura. Yet, this colossal chimera is a tactical powerhouse. During Danzo's final battle with Sasuke, its sheer bulk dominated the samurai bridge, dwarfing even the complete body Susanoo. Danzo unleashed it as a final gambit, betting his last Izanagi on its catastrophic suction ability, a vacuum force powerful enough to inhale matter and chakra and tear the armor from Susanoo. He used it not just to attack, but to create a fatal opening. However, this power held a fatal flaw Danzo understood perfectly: the Baku couldn't control what it inhaled. When Sasuke launched a fireball jutsu into the vortex, the beast was forced to swallow the inferno, causing catastrophic internal damage and instant dispelling. This precise weakness is why Danzo held it back. The Baku was a masterstroke of timing that failed. At number 9, we have Hanzo the Salamander's partner, Ibius. Hanzo's salamander, Ibius, embodies the terror of chemical warfare. Its reputation was forged in the battle that christened the Sannin, where its presence alone shifted the balance of power. Ibius is not a physical brawler. Its deadliest weapon is a lethal poison cloud it secretes, a gas so potent it can paralyze and eradicate entire platoons of shinobi in moments. The only counter is a specific antidote, making unprepared engagement a death sentence. This area of effect lethality granted Hanzo his fearsome title and dictated the terms of entire battles. However, this power requires careful management. Ibius must build up and store the poison internally before release, a tactical window a shrewd opponent could exploit. Despite this, in the era of great wars, abuse was a weapon of mass destruction on the battlefield, a summon whose very presence demanded a strategy centered not on confrontation, but on survival and preparation, forever marking it as a pinnacle of mass area denial. The boss of the Toads, Gamabunta, storms in at number 8, is the quintessential summon, a brawler of legendary stature and raw, undeniable power. Partner to legends like Jiraiya, Minato, and Naruto, his resume is a catalog of the series' most epic clashes. He was Naruto's first and most desperate summon against Gaara's Shikaku, where he physically grappled the tailed beast to a standstill. He clashed with Manda during the Sannin deadlock, proving his mettle against another boss summon. His combat style is straightforward but devastating, immense physical strength complemented by powerful water-style techniques and the ability to combine his toad oil with fire for incendiary barrages. While he lacks esoteric hacks abilities, his value lies in his reliability, leadership, and proven track record against S-tier threats. Gamabunta is the foundation upon which the reputation of Toad summons is built, a force of nature you can count on when the stakes are at their absolute highest. The great slug sage of the Shikatsu forest, Lady Katsuyu, takes the number 7 spot. Lady Katsuyu redefines the role of a summon, proving that the power to save can be as formidable as the power to destroy. As Tsunade and Sakura's partner, the great slug sage's greatest feat came during Pain's assault, where Tsunade channeled her entire chakra to summon a massive portion of Katsuyu to protect and heal every single citizen of Konoha simultaneously. Her abilities are purely supportive but operate on a godlike scale. She can split into thousands of independent clones, each capable of transmitting information, secreting acidic slime, and performing miraculous healing. Her body is incredibly durable, capable of dispersing damage and surviving direct hits from Pain summons and even his Chibaku Tensei. In a universe obsessed with destructive power, Katsuyu stands as an unbreakable bastion of life, a logistical marvel whose utility and survivability make her indispensable in any large-scale conflict. She is the ultimate support system, turning certain death into managed survival. At number 6, we have the audacious and vicious boss of the snakes, Manda. Manda, the boss snake of Ryuchi Cave, is the embodiment of raw, arrogant, and treacherous power. Summoned by Orochimaru, his most notable appearance was during the Sannin deadlock, where he fought Gamabunta and Katsuyu to a standstill. His combat style is pure, vicious physicality, overwhelming speed and constricting strength capable of crushing most foes. However, his most defining trait is his personality. He is notoriously rebellious, demanding a sacrifice of 100 humans for his service and openly threatening to devour his own summoner. This makes him an unpredictable and dangerous weapon. His raw power is undeniable, but his lack of loyalty is a critical weakness. This was ultimately his downfall when Sasuke, in a calculated move of survival, used him as a living shield against Deidara's C0 explosion. Manda's legacy is that of a double-edged sword, a devastating force whose very nature makes him as much a threat to his ally as to his enemy. Hiruzen Sarutobi's personal summon, the Monkey King Enma, lands at number 5. Enma is the ultimate versatile weapon. His intelligence and combat prowess are matched only by his unique transformation ability. He can become the adamantine staff, a nigh-indestructible weapon that can extend to any length, making it perfect for both precise strikes and massive area control. Hiruzen wielded this form to devastating effect, most famously using it to physically push the Ninetales out of Konoha during its attack. Enma himself is also a formidable physical combatant, having once punched Hashirama Senju. This combination of intellect, independent fighting capability, and transformative utility makes him uniquely versatile. He isn't just a fighter, he is an extension of his summoner's will and a multi-tool for any combat scenario. In the hands of a master tactician like the third Hokage, Enma was a force multiplier that could adapt to encounter virtually any threat, securing his place as one of the most reliable and powerful summons. At number 4 is the Geto statue. The demonic statue of the outer path, or Geto statue, exists in a category of its own. This is not a mere summon, it is the vacant vessel of the Ten Tails, the cornerstone of the Akatsuki's apocalyptic plan. Summoned by Madara and later controlled by Obito and Nagato, its powers are fundamentally world-ending. Its primary ability is to absorb the chakra and life force of living beings, a power used to devastating effect during the Fourth Great Ninja War, where it drained thousands of shinobi simultaneously. It can also manifest chakra chains specifically designed to restrain and subdue tailed beasts. Possessing immense physical strength and durability, its true terror lies in its strategic function. It is a tool for mass energy harvesting and the core component required to resurrect the Ten Tails. The Geto statue's power isn't measured in battles won, but in its capacity to unravel the world itself, making it one of the most significant and terrifying entities ever summoned. In at number 3 is the most famous tailed beast, Kurama. Kurama, the Nine Tails, transcends the concept of a summon. While Madara Uchiha famously summoned and controlled him to assault Konoha, his true potential was realized in his partnership with Naruto. Kurama's power is astronomical. His chakra reserves are so vast that sharing half made Naruto a Kage-level shinobi. His signature technique, the tailed beast bomb, is a sphere of concentrated positive and negative chakra that can level mountains and alter landscapes. He demonstrated his supreme combat prowess by single-handedly fighting 5 other tailed beasts simultaneously. Kurama is a natural disaster given sentient form, form, a being whose raw power and resilience have decided the outcome of every major conflict in the series. He is the definitive battlefield-changing asset, a partner whose strength, when fully harmonized with his Jinchuriki, could challenge the very gods of the shinobi world. Our runner-up is the most controversial summon on this list, the Edo Tensei. The Edo Tensei is the most controversial and strategically broken summon in existence. This forbidden jutsu, perfected by Kabuto Yakushi, doesn't summon beasts but the souls of history's most powerful shinobi. Used to devastating effect in the Fourth Great Ninja War, it allowed Kabuto to field an army of immortal, infinitely regenerating legends. This included figures like Hashirama Senju, Madara Uchiha, Itachi Uchiha, and the 4 previous Hokages. The tactical implications are staggering. It negates the concept of casualties for the user and forces the enemy to fight their own revered heroes. The only counters are complex sealing techniques or the caster releasing the jutsu. Edo Tensei or summoning. Impure world reincarnation doesn't win battles, it wins wars before they even begin by overwhelming the enemy with an unstoppable, emotionally devastating force. It is, without question, the single most powerful summoning technique ever created. And here it is. The number 1 most powerful summon in the Naruto universe, the Ten Tails. The Ten Tails is the absolute pinnacle, the progenitor of all chakra and an entity whose power is categorically beyond any other summon. Resurrected by Obito and Madara, its very presence was an extinction-level event. Its power is cataclysmic in scale. Its tailed beast bomb vaporized the allied shinobi forces' headquarters and created a continental-scale crater. It can spawn forests of roots to drain chakra on a mass scale and, in its final form, project the infinite Tsukumi across the entire planet. This isn't a creature you fight. It is a force of nature you survive. It dwarfs all other summons, not by degree, but by kind. The 9-tailed beasts are fragments of its power. The Geto statue is its empty shell. But the Ten Tails stands alone as the ultimate summon, a biblical entity whose power defined the fate of the world, making it the undisputed number 1. So, there you have it. From the wise toads to the divine beast that nearly ended the world, these are the 12 strongest summons in Naruto. But now, we want to hear from you. Did we rank them correctly? Is there a summon you think deserved a spot? Let us know your top pick in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through the world of summons, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into your favorite anime. Until next time, stay awesome.